Hi everyone, this is Akash. The game that we are going to see today is the game that was played in the movie Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Well, for the ones who watch this movie in India, US, Sri Lanka, or Pakistan, the movie's name was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Uh, to those who have not watched the movie, the context of the game is that the game is played between three kids together, of course. The three kids are Harry Potter, Ronald Weasley, and Hermione Granger against the white pieces, which plays by itself by magic. And the context of the game is this: they have to at the end of the movie they will have several obstacles which they have to overcome in order to go to the next door. So before playing this game, they encounter a three-headed dog named Fluffy, if you remembered, and Harry Potter will put Fluffy to sleep by playing flute, and then after it goes to sleep, they will sneak through the door and go to the next room where they will see a huge chessboard. And this is no ordinary chess because it's wizard's chess, and it's a badass chess because if you're getting slain in wizard's chess, you get slain for real. So the game, they have to beat the white pieces if they have to go to the next door. So this is the context of the game. And in this game, the black has a clear advantage, but the beauty of the position is such that the black cannot win this game unless it sacrifices a piece. So this game was actually designed by an international master called Jeremy Silman, and he was contacted by the Hollywood guys at Los Angeles and by J.K. Rowling, so that they actually have a good game and a really strategic game, rather than showing some random pieces in the camera. They had an actual game in place, so they contacted him, and he apparently worked for weeks to get to this position. So this is the position, and it is white to move. As you see, the black is threatening for checkmate right away by playing knight to h3. If it plays knight to h3, it is checkmate because the king is under check and the king cannot go anywhere. The rook on f8 is controlling this file, so the king cannot go here, and the king cannot go to h1 and g2 as well because the bishop on c6 is controlling this diagonal. So to prevent knight h3, there are two moves by white which can be played. White can play queen f3, or it can play queen d3, taking the pawn. If it plays queen f3, then it will be a disaster of epic proportions, because queen f3 and knight takes queen check, and where can the king go? If king goes to f1, then the knight can go to d2, forking the rook and the king and winning the rook, and it's disaster. That's out of question. So the only plausible move for white is to play queen d3, and white indeed plays queen d3. And now here is the glitch. Who plays what in this game? Ronald Weasley plays the knight, Hermione Granger plays the rook on f8, and Harry plays bishop on a3. After queen goes to d3, as we see, this queen is attacking this bishop. This bishop is not defended by any piece, so Harry is under threat now. Now here, the black can win the game by two ways. It can either sacrifice this knight and checkmate the white king, or it can sacrifice this bishop and checkmate the white king. But the genius of Ron, the ingenuity of Ron, if you want to call it, is that he sacrifices himself you will see. Wow, I'll show you both the lines. And now this was what was played in the game. Rook to c3, attacking the queen and defending Harry. Now this rook is not played by any of them, so this is just a piece, and it can get afforded to be lost. And now if you see, the queen is under attack. Now where can the queen go? The queen has to stay on the third rank, else remember it's going to be knight h3 checkmate. So the only move here is to take this rook. And now again Harry is under threat, but Ron sacrifices himself by playing knight to h3. check. Now the queen cannot take the bishop because the king is under check, and white has to do something about it if it is under check. So the only move here is to capture this knight, or rather to slay Ron, which it does. And now, do you see the checkmate? Harry goes to c5, and it is check mate, because there is no other move. What can white play? Well, the white king cannot go anywhere because the g2 is attacked by this bishop. It can't go to f1 because of the rook. It can't go to h1 again because of this bishop. So the only move is to block this check by queen, which is futile anyway, and then Harry slays the queen, and it is check mate. What is the other line? In this position, instead of Ron going to h3, he could have made Harry to go to c5, and it still would have been checkmate. If Harry goes to c5, and now the problem is that Harry will get slain. Harry is gone, and now Ron goes to h3, and it is checkmate. But here Ron survives, but Harry gets slain. But instead Ron sacrifices himself in the game, so that with this move, rook to c3, queen takes rook, and now he plays knight h3, and then the only move is to capture this, and now it's checkmate. What a beautiful game. It was designed by an international master, so it is supposed to be beautiful, but still we have to appreciate J.K. Rowling and the movie producers who cared to take the effort to actually give the audience a beautiful game rather than just show some animated piece and get away with it. So anyway, that's it for now, I guess. I hope you enjoyed the video, and you pass it on to the Potter fans who would love to see it. So yeah, thank you. Oops, sorry for that. Yeah, thank you. Have a good day.